Right, I'm very sorry for that for that trouble just now. Okay, so I think we can start discussing. Well, whatever it is that I have said earlier that you couldn't listen to, let me just summarize some of it. So basically, what we are doing today would be reviewing tenses. Definitely, you have learned this back in school, but whatever it is, reviewing something that you have learned is always a good idea because basic is very important. It is very, very important to make sure what your foundation is very strong. Okay. So one of the foundation in language would be grammar because different grammar means different meaning. And once you misuse or you misunderstood one part, even the sentence itself will be different altogether. Right. So before we start with a difficult part, let's start with something simple. Let's review things that most students here have learned during EP1. So for those who didn't even take EP1, it means that you have already known this, okay? So when I call your name, please read the question and also give me your answer. Daniel Ashraf, are you here?
I'm here, Miss.
Okay. Can you please read?
Every Monday, Sally drive her kid to football practice.
Your answer would be A, B, C,
B.
D. B. Okay, thank you so much. But Daniel, can you please explain to me why you choose B as the answer?
Because her.
Okay.
I think.
Kalau her, kenapa?
Uh, hmm,
Okay, not so sure. All right, thank you so much, Daniel. Can we please have Winsome to explain why the answer is B? Winsome Dao, you here? Okay, maybe not.
Madam, can I try?
Yeah, sure.
It's because Sally is one person, so it should be drives. If it's Sally and let's say Bob, then it should be drive because it's two people.
All right, very good. Okay, but singular. What you're saying is Sally is singular, but why is the answer drives and not is driving? Is also for singular.
Because it says every Monday.
Very good. That would be the complete answer. Thank you so much. So when it says every Monday, it means something that happens repeatedly, habitually. Okay, so things that happens all the time like this, a repetitive action, we use simple present tense. This is the name. The name is simple present tense. Okay, and simple present tense describe what? Event that happens repetitively. So every Monday we know, last Monday, yes, this Monday is also yes, next Monday will be the same. And you add as to the verb when when the subject is singular. So like your friend mentioned, if they are plural, then the answer should be drive. So when it is something that happens repetitively, something that is generally true, we use simple present tense to describe the action. Okay, very good. So the answer is B. Moving on. Oops. Sorry about that. I should click next. Okay, number 2. Can we please have I need Daniel to try? Anik Daniel, are you here? Okay, probably not. What about Shami Rosli? Hmm? What about Zuhair Azhar? Read the whole thing? Alright, very good. The answer is correct. Can you please explain why you get the answer? Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright, thank you, Zuhair. Okay, so this is the problem that students always face. You are not sure why the answer is that. You choose the answer because you think it sounds correct. I believe that works for all of you. Not all, most of you. Okay, so the most important part is to understand why this is the answer. Okay, usually, remember what I said? Something that happens all the time, something that is repeating, something that is generally true. Okay, we use simple present. Now, even though I is a singular subject, I and you work as plural. They function as plural. Okay, so that's why you have never said people saying things like I loves you with an S. No. Okay, it has always been I love you because I and you, they work as plural. They are special that way. So even though I is singular, whereas just like previous sentence, she drives with an S, but I work without an S. Okay. I work as a secretary at ABT. That would be the answer because of the time expression usually, because that means it happens almost all the time, usually. But this summer, I study French at a language school in Paris. Study or am studying. Currently, you are talking about an unfinished action. That's why you say I am studying. It happens now. Okay, this is what we call present progressive tense or present continuous tense. They are the same. Why do we use I am studying? Because most of you, when I ask, what is present progressive? Your answer would be now. Things that happen now. Okay? Things that happen now would be I am talking, you are listening, we are looking at the screen, you are learning. That is what is happening now. But we can also use present progressive when we are talking about an unfinished action. Let's say you go back to your hometown, okay, and your neighbor asks you, what are you doing now? Your answer would be, are they asking you whether you are gardening? Not necessarily. They might be asking, what are you currently doing at the moment with your life? So your answer would be, I am currently studying in UPSI. Whereas you are at your home, maybe it is a Sunday, it's not even a school day. You are not doing any learning, you are just at the home and you bump into your neighbor. But why is your answer, I am studying in UPSI now? Because it is an unfinished action that is still happening at the moment. Let's say you enroll in diploma program in 2021 and you are expected to finish around 2023 or maybe 2024 depending on your course. Meaning what? It is still an unfinished action. You are still studying, you are still a student. So for this particular sentence, this summer, we are talking about that particular summer. This person is studying French at a language school. Is expected to finish at one time in the future, at one point of time in the future. And currently, the action is still ongoing. Okay, that's why we use present progressive, even though he is not in class now. Okay, I hope that makes it clear. It means that you can use present progressive in two ways. One, talking about things that is currently happening now, and another one is something is in progress and has not finished yet, an unfinished action. Okay. Question 3. Nur Hikmah. Nur Hikmah binti Ramli.
Yes.
Okay, question 3, please.
Shh, be quiet. John is sleeping.
Okay, explain
The
your
answer
answer.
is C. Because it's a continuous present.
Okay, correct. And we can somehow decipher that because the way of the sentence is conducted
Yeah.
as if a dialogue, right?
Yeah.
Okay, correct. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. The answer is C. And we answer with is because John is singular. This is, am, is what we call as be verb, be, okay, be verb or verb to be. They are the same. There are 5 of them. Is, am, was, and were. So is, am are used for present, was and were are used for past. Is for singular, are for plural, and am exclusively used for I. In any present progressive sentence, you need to use be verb. Okay, certain students, they like to omit the be verb. She talking to me. That would be certain students' common practice. Okay, they like to omit the be verb. We eating food. I don't know why you tend to do that, but do not omit the be verb because you don't want to confuse present progressive and gerund. Okay, gerund looks like present progressive because it is verb ing. For example, shopping is my hobby. Which one is the verb in the sentence? Shopping or is? Anyone can answer?
Shopping.
The answer is is. Shopping is the noun or the subject in the sentence. That is gerund. It talks about an activity. Shopping is my hobby. Is would be the verb in the sentence. So do not ever omit the be verb when you are using present progressive tense because you don't want to confuse them with gerund. Alright, so we'll talk about gerund sometime in other time. Right, question 4. Anyone would like to try? Okay, what about Banquet Sanjeev?
Sure. I can try. Don't forget to take your umbrella. It is raining.
Okay, the answer is correct.
I chose it is raining because it's going on. It's still
Yep,
happening. That's why someone told him to take his umbrella.
very good. Someone told him to take the umbrella. It's a dialogue. It is happening at the moment. Okay, very good, Banquet. Thank you. Okay, moving on. Question 5. Um, Umairah Atira.
It's me.
Okay,
Okay, I hate living here because it always it, it always rains.
A. Okay, very good. Why?
Yes. Because it repetitive.
Okay, Thank you so much. Kind of like correct. I hate living here. That is your emotion, right? It is a state of feeling. It you you feel that way yesterday. You feel that way today, and you might probably still feel the same way tomorrow. So that is the state of emotion that you are in. I hate living here. It's generally true for you because it always rains. You are talking about something that happens all the time. Okay, very good, correct. The answer is A. Moving on. Question 6. Can we please have Muhammad Hakimi Tarmizi? Hakimi, are you with us? Okay, maybe no. What about Mary?
Yes, doctor.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
yes.
Madam.
Uh,
Okay, can you try Mary?
okay. After I found the wallet full of money, I immediately went to the police and turned it in.
Okay, very good. The answer is A. Why is the answer A and not B?
Um, because if I put the answer B after I
Mm-hmm.
was finding, this is was finding is kind of like continuous, happened
Mm-hmm.
in the past, but it's still continuing.
Very good.
Yeah. So that is not suitable for this question.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. The answer is A because whatever it is that happened in the sentence does not um affect your future. Okay, it happened in the past and nothing to do with the future. Whatever it is, it happened um in an unspecified time. You don't know when it happened. So after I found the wallet full of money, I went to the police and turned it in. Now let me show you the next question. We will talk about how to use past progressive. Okay. Can Ernie Nadia answer the question? Ernie Nadia,
Yes, madam.
okay, read the question.
Read. Sandy is in the living room watching television. At this time yesterday, she also watched television. That's all she ever does.
Okay. Why did you answer A?
Mm, eh,
Kenapa A?
sebab yes, yesterday.
Alright. Thank you so much. Okay, the answer is supposed to be B. Now, what is the difference between simple past and past progressive? Simple past is the one you put ed, ied, or maybe you change the whole spelling, like go become when. Simple past, you don't have to put be verb, okay? I repeat, do not put be verb. She was watched the movie. Wrong. When you put a be verb followed by your simple past, it might look a bit like passive sentence. I was watched. Saya diperhatikan. Not you, the one doing the watching. So please make sure if you want to make it an active sentence, if it's in a simple past tense form, do not ever put a be verb. Okay, I watched. That's it. Now, the difference between simple past happened in the past, nothing to do with the future, and also you don't know the exact timing. But for this particular sentence, you know the exact timing. Sandy is in the living room watching television. This is now. You are talking about now. So now is 11:40. At this time yesterday, 11:40 yesterday, you know the time, she was also watching television. When you know the exact timing, then you use you use past progressive. Again, past progressive, just like present progressive, you need to use be verb plus verb ing, but use the the past form, was and were. Was for singular and were for plural. Another way, there are many ways actually to use past progressive. One, like I mentioned, is when you know the exact timing. Other words, um, let's take this for an example. A robbery happened in your neighborhood. Okay, a robbery happened in your neighborhood. So the police came and start questioning people. And then your roommate apparently is the suspect. So they ask you, the police ask you, asking about your roommate because the roommate is the suspect, right? What was your friend doing at 10 yesterday? You know the exact timing. They want to know. If they ask you, what did she do yesterday? It can be a lot of answers because what did she do yesterday range from morning, afternoon, evening, night, because you have no particular answer for what did you do yesterday. It can be anything. She went out for shopping. At what time? I'm not sure. But if they ask you particularly that time, please use past progressive for it. Okay. Right, question 8. Danish Farhai. Danish Farhan, are you here? Oh, are you speaking? I can't really hear you. Okay. Then maybe we can opt for Adriana. Adriana Ahmad Mayadi, are you here? Also not here. What about Fahim?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Question 8, right?
Yep, correct.
I watched a mystery movie on TV when the electricity went out. Now I am never going to find out how the movie ends. The answer is A.
Okay. Justify your answer. Why is it A?
Because you don't know the exact timing of the when that happens.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Fahim. Now, just now I mentioned to you, one way to use past progressive would be when you know the exact timing of the action in the past. That is one way. The second way is when you are talking about two actions that happened in the past. One action is in progress, and then suddenly something happened in the middle, interrupting the progress. Okay, for this example, let's say you were watching TV, a movie, a 2-hour duration movie. So while you were watching and watching and watching, let's say starting from 10 o'clock, and then at 11, the electricity went out. So the one interrupting the action in progress should be written in simple past form. Electricity went out. but the one in progress should be progressive. So I was watching a mystery movie on TV when the electricity went out. It shows that something was in progress and something happened in the middle. That's how you combine past progressive and simple past together to show that situation. Another example. I was buying groceries when I met Hakim. See, I was doing my grocery shopping, buying things, taking tomatoes, still doing that. And then in the middle of me doing that, I have not even paid yet, not finished. I met someone during that action. That interruption, you use simple past. That would be the second way of using past progressive. So I repeat, the first one is when you know the exact timing. The second one is when you are talking about two actions happening in the past, but one is in progress and another one interrupting the progress. There is the third one actually. When you are talking about two actions that happen in the past simultaneously. For example, I was cooking while my sister was doing the dishes. It means that it happened at the same time in the past. If I use simple past tense, I cooked and my sister did the laundry. Which one happened first? Do you know? I don't know because both happened in the past and I don't even know the exact timing. So I cooked. Okay, I cooked while my sister did the laundry. It both happened in the past. I might be the one cooking first. She might be doing the laundry after me. But when I know that it happened at the same time, while I was cooking, my sister was doing the laundry using the time expression while. It shows that it happened at the same time in the past. So those are the three ways of using past progressive tense. Okay, so the answer for question 8 should be C. All right. Okay. So when I looked at the responses you answered just now, some of you actually got it all correct, but maybe you don't know how to explain. But now I hope that at least your understanding on the topic has increased somehow. So based on that 8 questions, we have covered 4 topics. Simple present tense, present progressive tense, simple past, and also past progressive tense. So this would be the more example, right? To easily see the difference, if we were to look at it in the timeline, simple present, see all this X here? It's true all the time, okay? It expresses daily habits or usual activities. It happens yesterday, it happens today, and might still be happening tomorrow. The sun rises in the morning. That happens all day, right? Unless you are standing there and looking at it, the sun is rising, that's a different story. You are looking at the sun rising. It may be, it's a sunrise date, maybe, I don't know. You and your partner are looking at the sunrise. That would be something different. But if you were to say about the action happening all time, the sun rises, that is generally true. Are you used for events or situations that exist always? The one for sunrises now, usually or habitually in the past, present, and future. As compared to present progressive, present, it is something that happened in the past and might probably continue in the future. I am studying in UPSI. Definitely you're still going to be studying in UPSI tomorrow, right? And maybe in a few months, you are still a student here. So it happened in the past and it is still in progress. The activity is still in progress. You are still doing the learning. So these are the examples. Now, please pay attention to the be verb and helping verb. Like I mentioned, be verb is, are, am, was, and were. Now, let's look at the example for simple present. I usually read the newspaper in the morning. the time expression is important, usually. Okay, it means it happens most of the time. Read without an S because I did mention that I and you are special and they work as plural. She bakes cakes twice a week as because she is singular. If this particular pronoun is changed to they bake without S because they are many of them. It doesn't snow in Malaysia. Now, when you want to make the sentence negative, these two sentences before, we call it affirmative sentence. We don't call it positive. Okay, because positive sentence means something that has good energy. And it doesn't apply here. It doesn't snow in Malaysia. The verb do or does, we call that as helping verb. It helps to facilitate the sentence structure. So it doesn't snow or it does not snow. Does here shows your plurality or singularity. It has S. We use does. Kita pakai S. Why? Because it is singular. Okay. It does not snow in Malaysia. Do you like coffee? If you want to make the sentence into question form, put the helping verb in front, followed by your subject and then your verb. Whenever you have any helping verb or be verb, most of the time the verb here will be in base form. Okay, tak ada S, tak ada D. Please make sure of that. Present progressive, I am reading Sherlock Holmes. They are not crying. I think they are sleeping. And when you want to make it into question form, please be sure to put this in front. And when you want to make questions, I'm not saying all, but certain students, they always confuse which verb to use in front. Is it a helping verb or is it a be verb? Look at the sentence structure when it is in its affirmative form. If it's affirmative, are you going to use are or do? Okay. If you use are, I am talking, definitely the question, am I talking? You just have to change the position. I have come across many students and certain can even write things like, are you talk to me? Is the sentence correct? Are you talk to me? Is it the correct sentence?
No.
No.
Are you talking
No. Okay. Why is it wrong?
because are must be
Okay. Use
by
are.
ing.
It should be ing.
The verb
It shows progressive. Good. So what should the correct answer be?
are you talking to me?
Very good. Okay. Unless you want to ask questions like, do you talk much? You are not asking about the progress, but you ask habitually, do you talk much? Then you use do because you are asking something in simple present, but it is in a question form. Do you talk much? No, I don't. I'm usually quiet. That is simple present. Okay, that would be the difference. On the other hand, this is simple past. It happened in the past, began and ended at a particular time in the past, nothing to do with the future. Just like somebody found the wallet just now. I found the wallet, I returned it to the police. That's it. The action there and then. Not two actions happening at the same time, nothing. Okay? While past progressive expresses an activity that was in progress at a point of time in the past. When you have a specific timing, a point of time, then you use a past progressive. So this is what I meant when I say do not put a be verb. Lina slept for 8 hours. This is the correct sentence for simple past. Students normally students put the be verb to show that it is past tense. Lina was slapped. Wrong. Okay? Because, like I mentioned, people might mistake it for passive sentence. Top up is sold here. Who is actually doing the selling? Somebody must have done the selling because top up cannot sold itself. Top up was sold here. That is the example of a passive sentence. But the one doing the sleeping, doing the action here is Lina. It is an active sentence. So you should not put a be verb in the middle. They visited their friends in Egypt last year. They are in Egypt last year. They are still not there. They have returned home. So nothing to do with now. They just told you the story. It didn't happen that way. Did here is the past form of do. And same rules apply. Do not put ed to show that this is past. How did you know that this is past form? The word did. It already shows past. Did you like her? Again, no D here because I know from here. Past progressive. I was watching TV when Sam came to my house. Two actions happening in the past. One was in progress and another one interrupting the action. They were talking about you. I heard them. This sentence, it's particular time. I heard them, and during that time, while I was there and I heard them, they were talking about you. That action happening at that time. What was she doing at 10 p.m. yesterday? Was she doing her homework? You know a specific timing, 10 p.m. yesterday. All right. So you have reviewed 4 tenses in within 1 hour. I hope you didn't blow your head or anything. It's not that difficult. You just have to actually understand the timeline. That would be the best solution. Now, this part, perfect tenses. This is a little bit more confusing than the other 4 that we have reviewed just now. So perfect tenses, there are actually 4 of them. Present perfect progressive, past perfect, and also past perfect progressive. But we are going to review only 2, only the present. Let's not touch past yet, okay? I don't want to really confuse you or anything. So we touch on two types of perfect tenses and let it sit for a week. And next time we will do the past perfect, okay? Do you need a break? Okay, answer this question right here, and once you are done answering, you can take 5. I give you 5 minutes to answer this question. Okay, I think that's enough time. So, what is the difference between these three sentences? Can anyone try?
Madam, I'm not so confident with my answer, but can I try anyways?
Of course. Yes, please.
Number one is in present tense.
Mm-hmm.
Number two is in past tense, meaning like for example, person A says that they have liked person B, meaning that in the past they like person B, but now they don't like person B.
Okay.
And number three is in past continuous tense, meaning that person A has liked person B ever since they met them.
All right. Okay, thank you so much. What's your name actually?
Alfira.
Oh, Sharifah Alfira. All right, thank you, Alfira. Okay, so like your friend Alfira here said, I like you, simple present. It means I still like you. That is my current feelings. I like you, and that's it. General true. I liked you. I used to like you, but I don't anymore. For the third one, the explanation is correct, but the name is wrong. It's not past continuous. No, this is perfect tense. Okay. She explained. Alfira explained it. I like you since the time I met you and up until now. Okay. I always say, I always like to say that perfect tenses is kind of like a bridge. Okay. It connects the past to the future. I have always liked you. For example, currently, let's say the age of this person is 18 years old. And he has had a crush on this one girl since he was 16, 2 years ago. Okay, back in school, from 16 years old, he has had this crush on this one girl for 2 years. Now they are both 18 and they are going to the same university, let's say, and he still like the person. So I have always liked you. I have liked you from 2 years ago up until today, and it might continue to the future. Kind of like present progressive, right? Where you are still a student, I am studying in UPSI. But the difference is you cannot see the action of liking. It's kind of like a non-static verb, okay? A non-action verb, static verb, we call it non-action verb. I am liking you, cannot say that. So you are talking about a time that happened in the past and continue to now and might probably continue in the future. So I have always liked you, still true. Now let's go and see more example. So present perfect tense particularly describe a situation that began at a prior time. Prior would be the key word to explain present perfect and continues to the present. I have been a teacher since 2000 and now this is 2022. So this person has been a teacher for 22 years. Is he still a teacher? Yes, he is. Because he said that I have been a teacher. Still present. An action occurring or not occurring at an unspecified prior time that has current relevance. Very confusing, right? I will explain it in a simple way. I have already seen that movie. Let's say currently you want to watch movies with your friends. Okay, you can go to GSC now, TGV, no problem. You can watch movies. So you are in the middle of the counter thinking of what movie to watch. So you are discussing with your friends and your friend says that they want to watch Spider-Man. You don't want to because I have already seen that movie. I want to watch Kingsman. What does that mean? I have already seen that movie. It happened in the past. It occurred in the past, but it has current relevance. Because I have seen the movie, I don't want to see it again. I want to watch something else. Occurring or not occurring. I have not seen that movie, so I want to watch it. Okay, Spider-Man is okay. I have not seen it yet. See, it happened or not happening in the past, but has current relevance. Third one, a very recently completed action, often used with just. Don has just finished his homework. I have just do it. If I say, I did my homework. When? It doesn't matter when, but I did my homework. But I have finished my homework, teacher. What should I do now? You are talking about current relevance, right? And something that happened recently. So they are different in that sense. The form for present perfect, have or has plus past participle. Past participle, yeah, not past tense. In case you don't remember what past participle is, past participle is the third column in that verb table. Let's say drink, drank, drunk. Drunk is the past participle. I have drunk a lot of water. What else? Swim, swam, swam. The third one. I always call it as the end sound. For example, see, saw, seen. Grow, grew, grown. If they don't have that irregular form, you opt for past tense form. So it kind of look like past tense. For example, sleep. I have slept. Slept with a T. That looks a lot like past tense, right? But it's not. It is past participle because you don't have sleeping, no such thing. So that slept is actually a past participle. How do you know that? Because it follows a have or has. It means it is present perfect tense. Very different. Okay. So I was in Europe last year. Compare these two sentences. And I have been in Europe many times. I was in Europe last year. It means you have been there last year. Now you are back in Malaysia. Nothing to do with today. You are just telling your colleague that, oh, I was in Europe last year. But that second sentence, I have been in Europe many times. It can also be a situation that occurs many times in the past. Let's look at this example. If we were to look at it in a timeline, something happened before now at an unspecified time. For this particular example, you don't know the time, but it is very much related to the future. I have put away the laundry. We can go out now. Because I have done it. I have put it away. I have put away the laundry. We can go now. That is the current relevance, very much occurring to the future. But if you say, I put away the laundry, as in past tense form, remember, put is the irregular verb. The form is the same whether it is simple or past, whether it's past or present or they're the same. Okay, I put. If you say I put away the laundry, past tense, nothing to do with now. And that's it. But when you say I have put away the laundry, it means that it is still related to the future. This part happens many times in the past. Pete has eaten at that restaurant many times. Is he going to be eating at the restaurant next week? Probably, I don't know, but he might still be eating it again. So when you are talking about things that happen many times and might be repeating to the future, you can use present perfect tense for it. Remember what I said? The bridge, it is connecting past to the future. And the second one, began in the past and continues to the present. Started at X time, continues to now. We have been in class since 10 o'clock this morning. For your case, you have been in class since 11 this morning, and now it's 12, and it might continue in 20 more minutes. I have known Ben for 10 years. So this time expression since and for, do not misuse them. When I say misuse, you have to know the difference between the two. You use since when you know the exact timing. You use for when you are talking about duration. Okay, 10 years, the duration. The the length of time. You use for. I have known Ben for 10 years. Can I unknown him next year? I don't think so. You will still know Ben unless you got amnesia or something. That's different. Another example to say began in the past and continues to the present. I have been married for 3 years. It means that I was married 3 years back. See, if you say I was married 3 years back, it means that kind of like happened in the past only. You are not married now. But if you say I have been married, it means that I am still married to someone. If you just want to say that you got married in the past 3 years ago, but you use I was married, it means that you are now a divorcee. So different ways of saying things means different things. You are still someone's wife. So I have been married for 3 years. You are still talking about something that is happening now and will probably continue to the future because I don't have any plan to divorce my husband. Kind of like that. Okay? So begin in the past continues to the present. But remember, they are not the same like present progressive because present progressive talks about an action in progress and it's not finished. You cannot say, I am marrying my husband because it means that you plan to marry the husband. Different meaning altogether. Doesn't make sense, right? So please know the best way or the correct way to use the tenses. So far you all okay with the explanation? I hope I didn't confuse you. Right. Present perfect progressive. Basically, the use is to emphasize that something happened in the past and continues to the present. Kind of like what we have with present perfect, but the function is to emphasize. Let's look at the example. Have, has, this is the form, plus been, plus verb ing. I have been waiting for the bus since 10 this morning. It has been 2 hours. If you say, oh, I have waited for the bus for 2 hours, it means that you are just telling someone that you have waited for 2 hours already. But when you say, I have been waiting, you want to emphasize, dah lama dah I tunggu ni. It has been 2 hours already. I have been waiting for a long time. You are emphasizing something. Okay? But again, never use progressive with stative verbs. I have always liked you, correct. I have always been liking you, wrong. Stative verb is non-action verb. You cannot see the action of someone liking someone. You can see him buy a flower, yes. You can see him buy her a meal. You can see him chasing her, but can you see him liking her? No. So never use progressive tense with stative verbs. Now, match the tenses with their correct explanation. Which one do you think is the best pair? Okay. 3 minutes for this. All right. I think the fastest so far would be Mary. She completed the pairs within 7 tries. Oh, as well as Surya Nabila, also 7 tries. Okay, very good, everyone. Okay, let's wait for some time because your friends are still doing it. Okay, this is very much live. I can see you all doing things. That's why I like Nepal. Okay, regardless of the tries, how many tries, what's important is that you got the answers correct. So, simple present tense, as a summary, it talks about habitual action. Remember, always, usually, sometimes. Oh, okay, line problem. All right, no worries. Simple present talks about general truth. Same, something that is habitual or something that is generally true. I like you, that is generally true for me. I like chocolate. I have always liked chocolate, right? So things like that. Present progressive talks about an action that is currently ongoing. Present perfect, a very recently completed action. Present perfect, an action that may have been repeated a few times and could be repeated in the future. I have been to this restaurant a lot of time and I really like it. I will still go. Present perfect progressive, emphasis on something that still continues in the present. I have been thinking hard and I think that I want to buy something expensive for your birthday. So I have been thinking hard. I want to emphasize I have been thinking hard. Right. So those are the pairs. Now, let's go through this part. It wouldn't be fun if the line is um, not so fast, but I hope you can have fun. Let's go to the space. Right, choose your character, everyone. Ooh, a lot of penguins. Everybody love penguins. It's 22 connected. Still wait. Let's wait some more. 26. Let's wait until we at least reach 33 because there are 42 of us. Okay, so in the meantime, this is a race of questions, okay? So you answer correctly and you will get higher points. Correctly and fast. Thirty connected. Should we wait some more or shall we just start? Start now, madam. Okay. Right, 32. I think it's okay to go. Right, let's go. Good luck, everyone. Okay, congratulations to the winners. Okay, so I hope it has been a great experience for you, and I hope that you have learned something, even though not much, because like I mentioned, I know that you have learned this since high school, but again, it's still okay to review whatever it is that you have learned. Right, any questions, everyone?
No, madam.
Okay. I will take your attendance now, and afterwards, I will put a classwork on Google Classroom. Um, Normally, my classwork will be speaking. I have been the one doing the speaking, so now it's your turn to improve your own speaking skills. And please read the question, and submit the response accordingly. Okay. So I'm going to take the attendance now. Tiffin Lee, are you here?
Yes, madam.
Okay. Ernie Nadia.
Yes, madam.
Emily Pamela.
Yes.
Vaishnavi.
Yes, madam.
Haziq Irfan.
Here, madam.
Hai Akil. Okay. Muhammad Hakimi.
Saya, madam.
Hazika Zakira.
Saya, madam.
Kia Satina Husna.
Yes, madam.
Umaira Atira was here. I called her just now. Muhammad Shahmi.
Yes, madam.
Razrin Rahayu.
Yes, madam.
Danish Farhan. Danish Farhan bin Mazli. Danish 1. Danish 2. Danish 3. If you have problem with your microphone, it's okay to write on chat. Okay. Nur Fasiha Kasim.
Madam.
So Danish Farhan is not here, right? Okay. Zuria Nabila.
Yes, madam.
Shukri. Muhammad
Yes,
Shukri.
madam.
Okay. Daniel Ashraf.
Yes, madam.
Nur Ain Fatiha.
Yes, madam.
Nur Hazira Sabiti. Hazira, are you here?
Yes, madam.
Okay. Shakira Sobri.
Yes, madam.
Faika.
Yes, madam.
Okay. Sarvan Tiran. Sarvan Tiran. Okay. Mary.
Yes, madam.
All right. Afrina Atika.
Yes, madam.
Winsome Dow.
Yes, madam.
Clarissa John.
Yes, madam.
Adriana.
Yes, madam.
Sharifa Alfira was here. Ahmad Fahim. Okay. Kirtisha.
Yes, madam.
Eman Danish.
Madam.
Ahmad Danish. Ahmad Danish Muse. Okay. Ahmad Kuraizihan.
Yes, I'm here.
Rabiatul Maisara.
Yes, I'm here.
Shamima Adriana. Shamima. Suhaila Azman, Hikmah Ramli,
Hi, madam. Yes.
Nur Izzati Cik Nordin,
Yes, madam.
okay, Aina Farhana,
Yes, madam.
Anik Daniel,
Yes, madam.
Zuhair Azhar, and Venkat Sanjeev.
Here.
Okay, so that will be it for this week. Don't forget to submit the response on Google Classroom. Okay, and I will also upload the video for today, the one that we have recorded, and also the slides on Classroom as well. So that's all for today, everyone. Thank you so much. See you all next week.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you,
All right,
madam.
goodbye.
Madam.
Okay.
Madam.